Intention is everything. But is it? Over the past few days, I've been reading the usual witchy stuff on the internet, and there were 2 topics I came across that I found very interesting. Those topics were, there are no rules to witchcraft, and the other one is, intention is all you need. What was even more interesting was how people were reacting to the 2 hot topics. Of course, you had people getting angry and screaming in all caps. There are no rules. Your path is your own. Blah, blah, blah. And others were actually having an adult conversation. These were the comments I found interesting and sparked my own thoughts about the topics. I'd like to remind you this is an opinion piece. So take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. I'm not talking about these topics to upset anyone. I'm talking about them to challenge people to think differently, or to at least be open enough to hear my musings. On the forum part of my website at theeclecticgreenwitchery.com, I had briefly written about witchcraft has no rules, which my opinion on intention is everything is pretty much the same, and that is, I disagree with both of those statements. I consider myself an eclectic green witch, and how I practice is just like this. I take a little of this and a little of that and make it my own. I practice in a way that makes me happy and fulfills me spiritually. However, I do believe there are indeed rules to witchcraft. I also believe intention is not everything. As with any practice, there are basic fundamentals in which you must learn in order to grow and progress. Let me explain. And remember, this is my opinion, and I am not in any way, shape, or form telling you this is the way it is. This is the be-all, end-all. It's not. It's my opinion and how I feel about the topics. And no, I'm not gatekeeping. There are no gatekeepers. Since my background is health coaching, I'll use this as an example. If I explain to you that you needed to learn to live a certain way in order to be successful at weight loss, and that you needed to eat certain things at certain times in a particular order, would you accuse me of gatekeeping fitness and nutrition? Probably not. You'd probably be thankful for the advice, because more than likely, you'd be paying me for a health coaching service. You wouldn't be screaming I was gatekeeping you. While I believe intention is an immense part of the practice, I believe you need more than just intention. And those disagreeing with that statement, I ask you this in all seriousness. If intention is all you need, then are we to just dismiss everything there is about witchcraft? I mean, if intention is all you need, then do we just ignore moon phases? Metaphysical properties of herbs? Do we just dismiss that crystals have metaphysical properties? That candle colors mean nothing? Days of the week mean nothing? Sigils mean nothing? The elements mean nothing? Deities have no importance in the practice? I could go on and on with those, but I think you get my point. Are we just to dismiss all the witches that came before us who were tortured, hanged, and burned? I mean, again, my opinion when we say there are no rules or all you need is intention, I personally, honestly believe it's disrespectful to the practice, and it's a punch in the gut to those who came before us. Even though it's unclear exactly when witches came on the history timeline, there is one early record of a witch in the Bible, in the book of Samuel, which was thought to be written between 931 BC and 721 BC. I mean, that's a lot of time to just shove under the rug and turn our noses at because we want to be so right in saying it's my practice, I do what I want. When I see people getting angry about it, I honestly believe that's ego talking. Of course, at the end of the day, it is your practice, and you can practice how you want. But there's always a but with me, I know. As I said before, there are basic fundamentals that people need to learn first in order to branch out and grow so that they can do what they want and do it respectfully. I think that's why I get upset over this topic, because I see a lot of people claiming to be witches but have zero respect for the practice, and they have zero respect for those of us who take this as a serious spiritual path. When I see people spewing venom in the comments section on social media, I tune out those people immediately. Those people that are claiming to be on a spiritual witchy path and are spewing that type of venom on social media, they are acting in the least spiritual way you could possibly act. Anyways, with all that said, I'd like to compare witchcraft to health coaching. As I said prior, it's my background. Over the years, I have developed programs to help people lose weight and eat healthier. I have also incorporated mindfulness practice into my health coaching programs. I didn't just start health coaching people and hope for the best. I knew I needed to study so I wouldn't hurt anyone or hurt myself in the process. I studied, and over time I earned a degree. I acquired certification in personal training, first aid, and nutrition. I attended seminars. I did 1,500 hours of an internship under an exercise physiologist. I learned the basic foundation for exercise and nutrition. Now that I had the basic fundamentals of how the body worked, I could start making my health coaching programs all my own, adding my own magic to the programs, meaning I could start customizing the programs for my client because I had a base knowledge of how it all worked. If I try to sum it up, I believe we can practice everything in our own way, but we need a base knowledge first. My clients would come to me and discuss what was going on, and I'd listen to them, listen to their concerns, their wants, and ultimately their end goals. My response was never, well, just intend to lose weight, you'll be fine, bye. If that were my attitude, I'd never be a successful health coach. And if intention was all it took, do you think anyone would be struggling with weight loss? No, of course not. Now, intention is part of weight loss because you intend to lose weight. But you have to educate yourself on how to lose the weight, and then create a plan, and then do the work to make it happen successfully. So while intention is a huge part of the equation, there is more to it than that, and I believe the same goes for witchcraft. I hope you were able to listen to this without getting upset. As I stated before, it was not my goal to upset anyone. My purpose in talking about this was to get people thinking about their own practice on a deeper level. It's definitely an interesting couple of topics for sure. If you did get upset while listening to this, take a moment and ask yourself why. Why is this such a triggering topic for you? Really dive deep within yourself to find that answer. And if you did get triggered, there's no shame in that. Just be aware, take a moment, and find out why. Witchcraft is a beautiful path to journey. Take the time to learn about the history. Take the time to learn about all the wonderful things it has to offer, and build your foundation with knowledge and confidence. Then, and only then, once your foundation is solid, spread your wings and fly. Make your practice your own, and don't steal joy from others while you are in the process of growing as well. Until next time, remember, live, love, and magic. Take care, everyone.